Welcome back to Design Build Workshop. Today we're going to do an unboxing and initial review of the Nilight 4-inch amber lights for the Jeep. Let's see what we got. Instructions, probably wiring instructions and some other information. Let's take out the lights. So we'll look at these first. So that rattling is the nut that's encapsulated right here, so that when you mount it, you can just screw into that nut and it won't rotate. Protect the plastic off. Lenses seem pretty nice, pretty thick. Like the color. The finish looks pretty nice. It's all aluminum. You can tell that by looking at it. It's got a lot of fins for heat dissipation, so that's good. I'm gonna try to keep that from rolling around in there. I'm hoping that all the hardware on here is stainless and will not be messed up with getting in the weather and starting to rust. Wire seems to be pretty good gauge, fairly heavy, so I like that. Let's take a look at the other one, see if we've got the same kind of quality. Looks good too. I don't see any marks or any dings. Everything looks pretty clean. Lens seems pretty nice. Looks like we've got mounting hardware. Screws. This probably goes like so, depending on how you mount it. And you've got washers and lock washers to kind of hold everything down. And so I guess once this is mounted on here, the other screw will go through here. And then, okay, and that's nice. It's locked in too, so that this won't spin when you're tightening it onto wherever your mount is. Paint seems good. I would assume it's powder coated, but you never know. The wiring harness. And it looks like there might be some more instructions in here too. Wow, that's really heavy. Got a switch. So, but when I do this on my Jeep, I'm actually going to wire it to an existing switch. So I'm really not going to need this whole harness. In fact, I'm not going to need any of it. Because I'm going to put in the existing, the pull-out light that's on the Jeep, the light stock. That's where I'm going to hook it up to. So I'm not going to need this at all, but this is nice. It's very heavy, so I'm happy with the wire gauge with that. So I wanted to give you a little bit of a closer look of what this is like, and you can see the quality. It's all metal construction. I went ahead and screwed that mounting bracket on, so this thing wouldn't be rattling around. But so you can see this can slide, so you can position it up and down a little bit besides what you have as far as where you're mounting it. Maybe you've got some adjustability there too. You can see the fins are nice and deep, and there's plenty of them, so I like that for the cooling. The paint quality seems really nice, and the lens is good. I like it. It's like it's that darker amber, not that lighter stuff, so I'm hoping this is going to look really nice. So the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and hook these up to a 12-volt system, and we're going to see how these look. Mounting these up was pretty straightforward, especially if you take the time to read the instructions and not turn the bolts around backwards, which is what I did initially. But they went in pretty well. The way the slot part works, where you can rotate the light a little bit, works really well. And once you tighten it down, it really bites it, so it's not going to be wiggling around or anything. So that went pretty smoothly. I went ahead and wired them as well, and that was pretty straightforward. I went ahead and just, like I said, wired them to the existing wiring for that auxiliary light that's on the stalks for the light, the OEM one on the Jeep itself. Okay, the mounting process wasn't too bad. You can see here that it kind of goes through those holes, and I've got them positioned about where I want them. I may move them a little bit yet, but the next thing is going to be to wire those two tails there to these wires right here, and then we can turn them on and see how they look. And there you go. Hey, thanks again for joining me on Design Build Workshop. If you got some value from this video, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time.